Good morning, Year 7s, and welcome to a step-by-step guide on how to create a specification. So first, you're going to need the title, specification, and I need you to put your name on this as well. First things first, you can either do this on a lined piece of paper. Unfortunately, I haven't got any lined, so mine will be on plain, or you can do this on a Word document on your computer. Okay, if you're going to do a Word document, make sure that you save it first as Year 7 specification and your name. Okay, so first things first is our title and our name and even today's date, whatever that might be for you. Okay, for me it's the 11th, so that's my date on my page. So specification is a specific list of things that your product should be or do, and we use Access FM to help us tick off all the boxes. So first you're going to write A, which stands for aesthetics. Now aesthetics means how is your boat or your product going to look. So my product is going to look like a Navy Battleship toy. I'm just writing bullet point lists, but I want you to write these out as full sentences. You can choose to do bullet points first and then write them out, or you can go straight into a full sentence. So, Navy Battleship. Why is it going to look like a Navy Battleship? Because the toy company has requested this, and it will also appeal to my target market. So I'm going to write a full sentence just for this point so you can see how I want it to be. So, my boat will look like a Navy battleship. This is because the toy company feels that this will appeal to the target market. You can go one step further and say young children like to play with boats as an additional point. We don't have to go into too much detail with the specification, it's just kind of, like I said, a shopping list of what our product needs to be. So first ticked off is aesthetics. It needs to look like a Navy battleship because the toy company feels that this will appeal to the target market. Okay, so that's A. Now I need to do C. Okay, so this means customer. So it's your target market. Who's your target market? Young children. So now you need to say why your boat, your Navy battleship, will appeal to young children. So here you can just use your imagination. So young children like to play with boats. Some of their favourite programs are like war-based. You could even say Navy battleship over a normal ship because it's more about our English heritage sort of thing, something like that. So who is your target market and why will your product be appealing to young children? So the target market for my product is young children aged whatever age you've put on your thought shower, and then I want you to put why they will like a Navy battleship toy. Cost. So this is how much the product's going to cost to make. So let's just say it's £4.60. And the reason being is because we're going to be using softwood, which is cheaper. Okay, we're only using wood. So cost, my product will cost around about £4.60 to make. This is because I'm using softwood instead of hardwood, and therefore much cheaper. Environment. So this is about sustainability. Is it sustainable? Now, sustainable means meeting the needs of the present without affecting the needs of the future. So in the case of wood, softwood is more sustainable than hardwood because softwood is quicker to grow. For every one tree from seed to adult of hardwood, you can get 5 in the same time frame. So environment. My boat will be sustainable because I'll be using softwood instead of hardwood. It's more sustainable because it's quicker to grow. Safety. Now you're doing a toy for young children, so safety wise you want to make sure there's no choking hazards or loose parts, as well as smooth edges, no sharp, no splinters. So for this sentence you can write, my Navy Battleship toy will be safe for young children because there won't be any loose parts, or it'll be nice and smooth. Basically just start the sentence off, my Navy Battleship toy will be safe for young children because, and then I want you to write why your Navy Battleship will be safe for young children. The other one is size. So we don't want it too big, not too big, because otherwise it will be too heavy. We don't want it too small, because then it could become a choking hazard or easily lost. The perfect size would be handheld. That means the customer can easily play with it and hold it in their hands. Easily hold it in their hands, and they won't struggle to move it around, or for young hands as well, it won't be too small that they just will choke on it. So there we go. I've actually got an example here in the video. So this will be what essentially you'll be making when we get to go into the workshop. So for safety, as you can see, it has got these turrets, but they are glued in so they won't be loose. This does come off, but it's not too small. Excuse Alexa. So it's not too small that this bit will be a choking hazard, and all the small components are glued in so they won't pose a safety issue either. You can also see that the boat is nice and smooth, and that the points is smoothed down as well. Size wise, as you can see, it nicely fits into my hands. I mean, I've got quite small hands anyway, but it's also nice and light. So there is the boat as an example. There we go, have a look and use this. Okay, so that's our size. So my boat won't be too big or too small, or you can go, my boat will be handheld. either whatever you say, you need to say because. So why is it that size? Alright, so that's access, and now it's FM. So the last two we've got to do is function and materials. So, function. You're making a Navy battleship toy. So its function is a toy. Have a look at this and use this as inspiration. So how is this your toy? We've got this simple moving part at the top, which is also part of the design brief. So it's a toy with a simple moving part. Link this back to your target market. Why would this interest young children? And honestly, none of these are trick questions, okay? So it is a toy. Why would this interest young children? Well, there's a simple moving part which will pique their interest. Yeah, it gives them that extra level of imagination to play with. So function. My battleship product is a toy with a simple moving part. This will make it more appealing to young children because something along those lines. Finally, materials. So the client asked for minimal materials, and when we explored this option in our thought shower, you would have explored wood. They're also a wooden toy company, so it makes sense that we would make our boat from wood and wood only. So I'm going to use wood for my Navy battleship toy. Helps keep the costs low, more sustainable if I use softwood, and more sturdy than if we used fabric. Okay, so materials, wood is greater than plastic, more sustainable. Wood is greater than fabric, sturdy, longer lasting. So you're welcome to rewatch this again, but you're going to write your bullet points into full sentences. So aesthetics will be, my boat will look like a Navy battleship because my target market is young children. They will like my product because the cost of my product is £4.60 to make because environment. My Navy battleship toy will be sustainable because, remember, you can even use plastic here. You're using wood instead of plastic, which makes it more sustainable, more environmentally friendly. Safety. My Navy battleship toy will be safe for my target audience because. Size. My boat will be this size because. Function. My boat will be an interesting toy because it has a simple moving part, etc. And materials. My boat will be made out of wood because. Okay, so any questions? Obviously, just send me an e-praise. Thank you.